Hello, welcome to the next series of in the next installment of my Heroes Chronicles campaigns in my mode, the Hero of Light mode, the Glory of War. And in this episode we will start off the second campaign of the Heroes Chronicles series, titled The Glory of War. It actually has the same title as my mode, and that's because this campaign was made by me. It was implemented in the Heroes Chronicles series so that you can get to play with Tarnum as a hero of all factions. Now we will see Tarnum as a Death Knight. Now, to recap what happened in the previous campaign, Tarnum was a barbarian hero and later a king that brought down the empire of Bracadun, the wizard empire. But his hubris and mistakes led him to lose all his companions and eventually lose by Ryan Griffinheart, the new king of Erathia, the upstart kingdom of Erathia. So what we see here is the aftermath of that encounter, because Ryan Griffinheart met Tarnum in the battlefield and killed him. And for his crimes, Tarnum's soul resides in the Hall of Judgment and awaits for his destiny. And so we see what happens to Tarnum's body in the meantime. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And let's begin. Now we see what happens in Enroth as well. I decided to include it and write a little history about it as well. And as we see here, there was a Lich King in Enroth who was close on taking over the world, but a few Enrothian knights and the new queen, Elizabeth, managed to overthrow him. And so he was banished in Erathia, in the new nation of Erathia back then. And as I said, Tarnum, this is the exact same time when Tarnum was killed. So, and yeah, to give it in a context, Erathia has not had any Death Knights or undead whatsoever, and so this is pretty much the first time they see one. And let's see here, we don't start actually with Tarnum in this scenario. We start with Archon. As you can see, this is the same story, that he was banished from Enroth, and his specialty is in liches, and don't you know it, he has the Cloak of the Undead King, the most powerful artifact in all of Heroes 3. So yeah, this pretty much will be an easy fight to do. Let's wait here. And as I said, this campaign was made by me, but I keep the same level of playability as all Heroes Chronicles campaigns. The scenarios aren't that difficult to play, but still they have their challenges, as you will see. Now what we have to do to win here is to reach Tarnum's body within a month, which means that we have to navigate through all of this map within a map. Now, okay, that's unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter because we don't get to play with Archon any time soon, and he's only part of the first scenario, so it doesn't really matter what skills he gets. And as you can see here, the town is both inaccessible and you cannot build anything. It only gives us a small trinket of gold, a daily income, and so yeah, we're on our own here with nowhere to go actually. But that's fine, you know, when you got the clock of the undead king, I don't really think you need a base town. I don't know. And obviously we'll do all. We don't even have 1000 gold. Okay, we'll wait one other day. Now Tagarek is the land in which Arathia is in, and in which all of Heroes 3 takes place. And here we see the recap I was talking about. We see how Tarnum is defeated. And obviously we'll get to fight all of them. Now what I'm going to do here is harvest as many leeches as I can get. Now let's get luck, why not? Since we got scouting, I guess, why not a little bit of luck? Doesn't really matter actually. This is a new sawmill. In these campaigns you get to see a lot of the new dwellings that I have implemented in the game. This is one of them, and a lot of new in the Wake of Gods features, but also my mods features as well will be introduced. And now here we see that Archon wants to. He likes the Tarnum fellow, as he says. Wants to make him work for his plans, and I will see how it will go. Now this is another new object that is available only in my mod. It was, I think it was called the House of Bath or something like that, but I really changed what it does and what it gives, so we'll see it obviously. We'll get the chance to investigate it, and it's a really powerful map object, as you will see. Yeah, why not? Tactics is good. But it is a really difficult object as well, so I want to get as many leeches as possible before I attack it. get this here as well. Why not? You don't really have enough money though. Let's get in here. Yeah, why not? And this is a new garrison. This is a garrison that only takes one space, as you can see. It's not like the original garrisons. You get the garrison that it takes only one space in the map. So this is like a tower, actually, not a really garrison, but you get the idea. And yeah, now that we got all the creatures in our territory, before entering this garrison and attacking these enemies here, I will attack the haunted mansion just to show off what it does. And as you can see, this is indeed a haunted mansion, and these are new creatures. They are based on ghosts, and I renamed them Banshees. But I also changed their stats a little bit. They have less in damage, but greater health. And I made it so because as some of you that are accustomed with the Wake of Gods may know, these creatures' casualties will be added to their ranks. So they're pretty much even better than the vampires are with the attracts Dead Souls special ability. So what I need to do here is kill them one by one. That's why I kept all my leeches in one space. Because you can see they keep adding to their forces. But after I win this battle, they will be part of my forces. As you can see, I get 20 Banshees and a little bit of gold, and I will use that gold to actually record more leases. And let's get them in 2 stacks here and go attack here. As I said, this is a pretty easy scenario, though you don't really have that much time. 1 month is not that much time to navigate through all of this, but you know, having the clock of the undead king really makes things easier. Okay, so here are 6 angels, but we can manage, though not with the Banshees, unfortunately. And so yeah, let's start attacking. That was quick. Okay, let's get this down as well. You know, why not? I don't really need to destroy the blue player, though I will try it and see if I can do it. And now let's see if I can get some more Banshees out of this battle. Yeah, I got some. That doesn't matter. Alright. Let's hit this as well. Get some more undead creatures. Yeah, no. I really want the undead creatures. Let's see if I can get all of them to pass. Though, yeah, that might be really difficult. At least one Pansy or two, I think I get to do. Yeah, that's good. Let's see here. No, thank you. Let's see. Yeah. Nope. No. Misclick. But that's okay. At least I'm not going to lose anyone. Hey. Now let's see if I have enough gold to upgrade to power leeches as well. And now we learn that Tarnum was so renowned and so feared in this land that the arrival of the undead has led them to believe that he has risen from the grave. And that actually was the thing that gave Archon the idea to do so. I don't have really enough gold for that, but that's okay. Even have a few power leads will suffice. Let's get this out of the way and let's see how much we can get. And as you see, having the banshees in your army really makes a difference. I mean, if you get them early on in the game, you can actually end up with even thousands of them. Yeah. Let's get this as well. Why not? And you know, the more banshees I get, the more stronger they strike. So the ranks will always increase. There's nothing really I can do here, and I don't really care about this. We're already in week 3, so this means that I have to go and look for the tomb. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is the new game pond. I could attack here just for the fun of it. Let's see how it goes. Let's get these 3. Alright. Let's get it out of the way and attack. Alright, visiting the stables is will make us go even quicker. This is actually the this is eighth dwelling level dwelling, the Portal of Splendor. This actually sells Supreme Archangels. I will just attack it to show it off. As you can see, the Supreme Archangels in the original Wake of Gods, they had really great stats, but in my mode, they pretty much have the same stats as the Archangels. But they still get to keep the new their abilities, like the Supreme Archangel hates devils, resurrects allies twice, that is mentioned here, gives 2 moral, plus 2 moral, and no enemy retaliation action, and it makes them really powerful. I'll buy one, why not? Having a plus 2 moral means that I can get them in my army. The plus 2 moral bonus is not shown in the description, but it does apply in the battlefield. Let's get one more, and yeah, pretty much that does it. There's not much left to do. As you can see, Blue pretty much got all his towns back, but that's okay. I won't win this way. And as you can see, we need to reach the tomb before Tarnum's corpse has decayed such a degree that it would be impossible to reanimate it. So yeah, I'm not going to even bother attacking here. Let's get here. And yeah, I think it will be over in the next day. This is also a new changed object, actually not new. This is a changed treasure chamber, the bandit hideout. Let's see what it got. And as you can see, you get to attack rogues in this scenario, and we'll see what you'll get when you have finished them off. They are not that much of a threat, like all in all they are like 200, yeah, not even 200 rogues, but you get their number in times 100, like there were 43 in each corner, so you get this much gold. It's not that much of a difficult treasure bank, but creature bank, but that's okay. And this is a new Sears hat, a new design. It's actually an old Sears hat, and we'll see what it needs. This is meant to be Tarnum's tomb, and I need to weaken myself. Yeah, that's a lot to give, but it does mean that you get to win the scenario. So yeah, and this is a new artifact in my mode, but I will not show it off here because it plays a part in the next campaign, so you'll just have to wait. And as I place the Clock of the Undead King on the altar, I start chanting the ritual, and yeah, Thanos' body has been reanimated. So here we go. Let's save here. And so that was it. This was the first of a scenario of my own campaign, and I hope you liked it. And also, I hope you liked the HD version, the HD mode version of my own mode, the Glory War. And so, until next time, cheers.